Hello glam dolls and glam gents, welcome to my channel. In today's video you'll get to see me fully beat my face, and then you'll get to see me apply a beautiful wig that I purchased. So if you want to see how I created this beautiful look, keep watching. Today I just want to thank God for the gift of life. No complaints, no requests, just thankful to be alive. Amen. Alright, I'm going in with some pumping collagen. And this is just going to plump up under my eyes. It actually decreases my under eye creasing. So I like to put that on first and pat that in. And that is an instant plumping collagen. So I like to put that on. And I also have another one. I also put a little bit of that one on as well. And I like to pat that in under my eye. I'm just gonna plump that under eye area up where it looks like, where it doesn't look like any bags under my eyes. So I'm gonna give that a few minutes to work. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be going in with you have to excuse my hair. I have not put my wig and stuff on yet. I do have braids in. I have just been wigging it out for the past couple of days. So don't pay my hair any mind. I'm actually looking for my primer. I did have it in my bag yesterday, but I don't know where I put it. So I'm looking for my primer. And I'm actually using, there it goes. Actually using my Smashbox primer. It's the photo finish. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that over my skin. All over my face. And I ain't gonna say love, I like this primer because it's very weightless. My absolute favorite primer is my Becca Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer. But that sucker is expensive. But this is the Smashbox that I did have, so I'm just using that right now because I'm out of my Becca. But Becca is expensive. I think I paid $33 and some change, a little bit more for that in Sephora. So I'm gonna go in with my my eyebrow pomade. I'm gonna use a little brush, small angled brush. And I'm gonna go up under there, follow that line. I'm gonna go ahead and put this mirror. So y'all gonna see me looking down. I'm drawing that line. So I'm just filling that in slightly. My eyebrows are already, you know, pretty full, so I don't need a whole lot of filling in to do. Same thing. And I'm just going to fill it in just like that. And I'm going to clean up my line with my concealer. And I'm going to go in and do that with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And that's this here. And this is in the shade NC45. So I'm just going to take me a flat shader brush. And I'm going to go in and clean that line up. Very short, slow strokes. And just going to feather everything downward. Get a little bit more of that. I'm going to go ahead and place that over my lid. And this is me prepping my eyes for my foundation. So I'm going to go in with a very dense brush. I'm just going to pat that in. I'm not going to wipe it or use brush strokes. I'm just going to pat that in using this brush. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. And I just dropped my eyelashes. I'm going to put on a different pair today anyway, so I'm going to go in. Just like that. Just going to feather everything down. I'm going to add a little more concealer there. And this is just me prepping my eyes for my eyeshadow again, like I said. I'm going to go in and clean up this top line. Same thing on this side. So I'm just taking the edge of that brush and cleaning up around that line. Okay, now that my brows are filled in and cleaned up, I'm going to go in with my spoolie. just gonna kind of comb those on through very lightly. Just like that. Just cleaning those up. And so I'm just closing up all this other stuff out my way. To use. This is the Warrior palette. So I'm going to go in with this one. Just going to blend it out really good. Trying to see if I can see the colors really well. I'm going to go in my Magic palette. So I'm going to go in with Nana right on top of that. So I'm going in with Nana right on top of that. Then I'm going to go in with Zakia, this one here. I'm just going to place that on the outer corners of my eye. So I'm just kind of packing that on. And do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to pack that on just like that. Then I'm going to go in with some I'm going to go into my Zulu palette. And this is the palette where I have my colors. I'm just using, I'm going to go in, this palette does not have colors named, so I'm going to go in with this one. Well, I'm going with the orange. Let's go in with the orange. So I'm going in with the orange. So I'm going with that orange. And I want to go back into this palette. I'm going to take this brush. And I'm going to go into this color here. Boronu. But before I go into that color, I want to take my shader brush. And we're getting ready to cut this crease. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to go back into this palette. And I'm going to use this one here. Second row. I'm going to get that. And I'm going to pat that into my eyes. So I'm putting that on both eyes. You want to make sure you're patting it. Just like that. So I'm going to go back in with that brush with that same orange color on. And I'm just going to blend those two colors together. Just like that. I'm going to get a little bit more of that gold, because I need to bring that color just a little more. A little bit more orange. Okay. So now that those colors are on there, I don't know why this did it. Let's straighten this out. Now I'm going to go back in with that orange again, out of that Zulu palette. And I was going to place a little bit on the edge and just blend that inward. Just like that. Okay. So now all my eyeshadows are on. And now it's time for my liner, wing liner. So I'm going to draw me a line, just like that. I'm going to take the very tip Do the same thing on this side. Okay. And my marker is kind of drying out, so make sure the liner that you're using is not drying out. So it caused me to not have my lines as crisp as I needed to because of that. So that's a quick fix. So you can go into your concealer. You can definitely go in and clean that line up. And you can blend it down. And that's how you can clean that line up. Same thing on the other side. Okay, same thing. And be careful when doing that because I just got some on my wing. But it's okay because I can go back in, fix that. So that's how you can correct that. Now, I ordered some new lashes. These are not the lashes from my mink line, but I am thinking about getting these to supply these. I'm going to see how I like them. This is my first go around with trying them on. So I'm gonna show you how they look. Now I do know I am gonna have to cut some off of the end because my eyes are not this long. But this is the lash. She's very wispy, very soft. These are 3D mink lashes. And these are not 25 millimeters, but they are close. I would say about 20 to 22. So, to put the lashes on, and when you know that they are too long, you're going to have to measure. So, what I like to do is just sit it on my eyes, and you're going to start it in the center. And as you can see, I have this much. I have that much that needs to come off because these are entirely too long for my eyes. So, and that's where a lot of people mess up when they do lashes. They actually put them on and leave them just like that. And that's not how you're supposed to wear them. Okay, so I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and I'm going to cut off, to the middle of that second notch. So I cut off this much. So that was a notch and a half. So I cut off a notch and a half. And I'm just going to take it and place it back on again, just to see if it fits. And it does, fits perfectly. Now this is this may take you a little practice to do, cutting it off like that, measuring, because I'm so used to doing this, and so I pretty much know the measurements of my eyes just by looking at a lash. But I was just showing you how to go about doing that. So my eyes, excuse me, they are the same on both eyes, the lengthwise. So I'm going to cut off the same amount on this one. So I'm going to go a notch and a half. And I'm going to cut that one off. And so now these babies are ready to be put on. So I go in with my lash glue. And I'm going to put my lash glue on. And in about 30 seconds, this glue starts to get tacky. So you don't want to take too long, because it will dry. And it will cause you not to be able to put your lashes on properly. It'll dry. And when you do, it'll kind of stick, but not stick all the way. And then your lashes will end up coming off because of that. So I'm just putting that glue on there and letting that kind of get tacky for a few minutes. And I'm going to go in with my mascara. And this is just so that the lashes can blend with the extensions. So I'm just going to put that on there. And these are my lash tools. I'm gonna go add these on to my website later, which is www.drippretty.bigcartel.com, and you can go to that site to purchase any of my nail supplies as well as my 3D mink lashes. So that this lash is about tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit this lash down into my eye. So you're not wanting to put it on like this. Some people put it on like that, but I don't know how to do that because that's just messy to me and gets all over the place. But you're going to sit that lash down in your eye. So you're going to hold it down into an angle. You're going to pull that as tight as you can here. And then you're going to take that corner. You're going to attach that. Now, I did just get glue on my eyeshadow. If you wipe it off pretty quickly, you can kind of fix that problem. So I like to go back with the corner of the tweezer and just mash everything together with my lashes and the extension. And so yeah, this lash is on. Now, if you get in there on your eyeshadow like I just did, it's okay. Just take that same brush that you had with your eyeshadow and just go back in and, you know, clean it up. Just like that. So same thing. I'm going to go get the other lash, which is ready to put on. take it, I'm gonna sit it down into my eye. Gonna grab the corner of those. Go ahead and get those situated in there. Then you always come back into this inner corner. Now I'm gonna go back in with the end of my tool. And those lashes are on. Now this one, I left a little more on than this one, which you can't really tell. But if that's a big issue for you, then definitely take that off and put them back on. But why I'm not really stressing that is because I'm wearing a wig and my hair is going to fall to that side, so you're really not going to see that other corner of this eye. So, but this is how that lash looks. I like them. They are nice. Like I said, thinking about this lash, I don't know if I want to add these to my site, but they are very nice. They're very spicy, spunky. So now that my eyes are completely done, so I am finished with that area of my face. Now my next step, I already primed my face and did all that under my eyes and everything. So I'm going to be using my I'm using a beauty blender. I'm going to use that. I can't find my orange one, so I'm going to use this gray one, this gray diamond one I have. And I think this one is from Real Techniques also. This was like one of their limited edition sponges, I think. Yeah, but anyway. So once I finish my eyes, I go directly into my face. And I'm going to be using my Dewy Smooth foundation in 360 from Fit Me. So I like to put my foundation directly on my sponge. And with these foundations, I don't have to color correct. So my skin is not that bad. I do have a very dark mark, and these come from me squeezing bumps. I have a bad habit of squeezing my face, but I don't really have to color correct those because the foundation normally covers it, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So if I do color correct, sometimes I use red, a color corrector, or I will just take my MAC same foundation concealer that I have in my hand, and I'll just place that into those dark spots. So I'm just pressing. I'm not going to blend it out or anything. I'm just going to press it into those areas to conceal it. So that's how that's going to cover up. Same thing if I have any dark spots on the other side. I'm just pressing it in. Just like that. Okay. So I'm not going to do any blending. I'm just going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to go back in with the foundation. Using the end of that sponge. And I just blend it out. Do the same thing on the other side. Add my foundation to my sponge. So you want to make sure you go directly over that area where you cleaned up that line for your wing. Same thing with around your eyebrows. Okay. So I'm going to add that. Make sure you get right under your neck because you want everything to blend. And I'm going to go over my face one more time with just a small drop of foundation on each side of my cheek. Just for its maximum coverage. That's all I need for coverage on my skin. And if you ask me, this foundation is already medium to, I would say medium to full coverage. But on my face, it actually is more on the full coverage side. Because like I said, once I put it on there, I don't have to do any color correcting really. But I just went ahead and did that to show you all. Now what I do next is I go back in with a little more of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. And I'm going to take that brush. You want to make sure you're working with a damp sponge as well. So my sponge is damp already, so you want to make sure it's damp. So I'm just going to go back in with some concealer. And I'm going to place it directly under my eyes. Now, I don't like to conceal really far. I have done that in the past, but I see this tends to work better for me. And you want to make sure that you're applying it on both eyes pretty fast because it does start to dry down. And you don't want it to look blotchy and patchy. So after you put those eyes on, do your nails or whatever you're going to highlight. And you're going to want to begin to blend pretty fast. So I'm going to take that sponge. And I'm just pressing everything into my skin. Same thing with my nose. I'm going to go up my nose. I'm just going to press everything into my skin. So before it goes down, dries down, I'm using my absolute favorite setting powder, which is my Sacha Buttercup. And I'm going to go in with that damp sponge. And I am going to get a small amount on the side. And I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it into my skin. I'm going to press that into under my eyes and my skin. Now you don't want to make, you want to make sure that your beauty blender is not extremely wet, because if it is, it will put blotches in your face. So I'm just setting those areas where I applied that concealer. So that's all the setting powder I need. I don't put a whole lot on like some people do, because I just think that's unnecessary. But I'm going to go in with my, this L'Oreal True Match setting powder. This is, trying to figure out what color I had. This is the Cool in C7. There's the Cool in C7. And this resembles the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep. This sets it just like that. So I'm going to go in with my Real Technique fluffy brush. And I'm just going to dust under my eyes. and then over my face. Just like that. Then I'm going to take this BH Cosmetic brush, and this very dense brush, and I'm going to go in with my MAC Naturally Enhanced Mineralized Skin Finish. They no longer sell this. They discontinued this, but I still have mine. And it comes with all of the shades. So I'm going to go into this shade here. I'm just going to add that to my cheek area. And some to my forehead. And I'm going to go back in a little bit of this red. And add that a smidge just to the top. Now, I'm going to go in with my Illuminating Finishing Powder in bronze, and this is from Stila. I've had this for about a few years, and it looks like this. So I'm going to go in and get a little of that for my cheeks. Just like this. And then my face, y'all, is done. But before I finish that, I need to go back in and do my eyes. You must do your eyes to have a completed look. So because I can't find my black, liner, I'm going to use this brown pencil that I have. And I'm going to go in. And I'm going to line. This is the wrong pencil. Let me get the right pencil. So, let me find my right pencil. The right dark one. I have so many of them. So I don't even know where I put it that fast. Oh, I see it. So I'm going to use, and this one is a black brown. This is black brown, so. I'm going to go in and line those. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my, so I'm going to go in. I can't remember the name of this. It's by Rimmel. I know that. It's by Rimmel. But it's a mascara that you shake. And it kind of reactivates that mascara inside so it never dries out. And I got this in Extreme Black, which is the 00. I don't think you can see it, but yeah. I got an Extreme Black 003. And I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to add that to my bottom lashes. Just like that. Alright, so this is my eye look. Now, y'all, I cannot find, give me a few minutes, a few seconds to find my black stocking cap. So, I'm getting ready to put a wig on. And, I did a review on these wigs already. And that video, I don't know whether it'll be posted before this one or after this video, but it will be up on the channel as well. And so I'm just going to add me a black stocking cap. To my head. And I wear stocking caps with all my wigs, and it just helps it stay on more securely. And then it gives me something to, even though I have braids in my hair, it gives me something to really attach my wigs to, the combs of the wigs to, when I put them on, if they have wigs on them. So I like to put that right on my hairline, just maybe a smidge back farther than that. And I'm going to go in with my, getting ready to go with my setting spray. And let me find that, because that has, okay, so it fell. I had to get it off the floor. I'm going to be using my NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Scent Spray. And I actually need to go get this in matte as well. Because some days I just don't want to look dewy, especially when it's really hot. I don't want that dewy look. But this is what I have for right now, and it works well. So I'm just going to spray my face. And when I do this, y'all, I am holding my breath because I don't like to breathe that stuff in. So, and I'm going to wear this look with a glossy lip like I normally do with my liner, my brown liner. So I'm just drying my face down a little faster. So I'm just getting my brown liner ready and my gloves. And this is just some gloves from my beauty supply store. This is not my MAC glossing glass. So I'm just going to line my lip. Even though this is a dark brown, I'm not going to go too heavy on it, because I still want it to look not so bold. So just like that. I need to go a little darker. Because once you put that gloss on, it is going to move it around just a little bit. There you go. So I like to do my lips like that, just to blend that liner out. And I go in and add my gloss. So my lips are nice and set. So I like to go in and go ahead and put my earrings in. And I can't find the other one that I want to wear, so I'll just put these in. I'm going to stick these in. Just like that. And I'm going to be putting on my baby. I haven't named her yet. And I'm going to be wearing her to the side. So, this is my finished look. Now with my wig, I am gonna go in while I have it out, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm just gonna add that to my part. And so that's there, and my wig is on, and she's ready. So this is her. This is my completed look, my makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, y'all, until the next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.